Namaste everyone. I, Varang Mittal, on behalf of Mokshaitan Yog Sansthan, welcomes you all to the very first session of Day 2 of Global Yoga Conference 2021. Today, we are honored to have among us Ms. Emy Blesio, Mahamandleshwar Yogacharya Pandita Gayatri Devi ji from Italy. So I request our Guruji, Adarniya Acharya Pratishtha ji, Director of Mokshaitan Yog Sansthan, to please welcome Pandita Gayatri Devi ji and say a few words.
Namaste. Thank you, Gaurang. I am really grateful to Emy Blesio ji, Mahamandleshwar Pandita Yogacharya Gayatri Devi ji for accepting our invitation and for joining us today for this Global Yoga Conference. Uh, Mokshaitan Yog Sansthan since 1973 has been working for the promotion and propagation of yoga. And in this crucial time of pandemic, we all have realized the importance of yoga and natural living. Mahamandleshwar Gayatri Devi ji is a very senior exponent of yoga, and I have worked with her several times at several occasions, and it is an immense pleasure to have her with us today. And I'm sure our millions of followers who are watching these videos, these sessions, because these sessions are not only that people are not only following it through videos, but there are huge number of groups who are practicing these sessions on large screens at different areas of the world. So I'm sure they all will get immense benefit from today's session. I would not take much time between Mahamandleshwar Gayatri Devi ji and the viewers and all our disciples who are waiting to hear you. So I stop my words here, and I again, once again, thank her for joining us.
Thank you, Guruji, for your useful words.
I thank
Yogacharya Gayatri Devi ji.
Sorry. Please.
Yogacharya Gayatri Devi ji, after a deep path in yoga, founded in the 90s the Suryanagar Ashram in Milan and the Yoga Paripurna line, the Yoga of the Origins. In 2010, she was bestowed of F. Gandhi Simplicity Award for Peace at Gandhi Memorial, New Delhi. In 2015, she was elected Ambassador for Peace of Universal Peace Federation, which is United Nations recognized. In 2018, she received Indian Literature degree honoris causa and became advisor at Techno India University, Kolkata, West Bengal. In 2018 and 19, she was member of Director Committee Sita Monde of the Cultural Department of Milan. Now I request Yogacharya Gayatri Devi ji to kindly deliver her session on Yoga Paripurna, a conscious path of respect, attention, and sense of responsibility. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very nice to meet you again, also
Yes.
in remote, but it's okay. This is the beauty of the two aspect of the life. It's very bad because it's one time not very good, but it's discover also the possibility to meet in this kind of
Yes.
instrument. So everything in the life have the good and the bad in same mood. Thank you. I speak about yoga paripurna. And I'm very honored. And thanks, Guruji, too, Padma Shri Bharat Bhushan, for the invitation to give a speech in this my topic. In Yoga Paripurna is a conscious path of respect, attention, sense of responsibility, peace, and so on. I live yoga with the belief that it is a precious gift given to humanity by the great wisdom of the ancient Indian rishis. It has been part of my life for 54 years, and it is the harmony on which my journey is based. Yoga Paripurna, full total, has a great strength that acts both physically and psychically and spirituality. Thinking that yoga is a process that only concerns the body is a idea of what this extraordinary discipline is. The physical practice of yoga paripurna has the task of balancing and dominating the opposite forces of our organism, and especially designed so that the body is an instrument and not a disorder or obstacle to the internalization for the mind. And the internalization and the suspension of a thought mind is what leads us to recognize the magnificence of the spirit. This allows the human being to experience or begin to experience the vastness of the origin, the one who has no second. Yoga, it isn't do, but it be. Is the concept that I pass to the students who attend my classes around the world, so that they can feel this harmony of vastness of creation and at the same time the respect to cosmic order, Rita, to every creature, traveling companions in our known universe. Whether they are humans, animals, vegetables, minerals, they all are our brothers. And they feel the yearning for improvement, which is natural in the human being and in all created things, to obtain harmony and peace. Even be in peace, earth be in peace. Let the wide space between one and the other be in peace. Let the fluent waters, the peaceful plant and herbs, and the animals be in peace with us. May the signs of the future be in peace with us. Be in peace what is and what will be. This is written in the Atharva Veda. There is a talk of peace. It is talked about and everywhere. So much so that the word has even lost its intrinsic meaning and becomes an empty word, or worse, it is used to indicate even the opposite for a convenient situation. Everything produces itself. If you give love, you collect love. If you give hate, you collect hate. Mahatma Gandhi, who was an example of good sense, when urged him to fight with the weapons, said, there are many things I am willing to die for, but there is no one I would be willing to kill for. And this is what he demonstrated with this example. But we don't think Gandhi as a saint, but as a conscious man with a great sense of responsibility. Claiming that one is a saint precludes the will to imitate him, block the urge to overcome him. Instead, it would be important to be inspired and imitate characters of this type, no violent, and with great courage. This kind of men are uncomfortable characters like the truth, Satya, is often uncomfortable. They reside in ahimsa, the no violence, and respect for every creature is equally important to get peace. And then from peace, one reaches happiness. And in this case, the knowledge of the Yoga Sutras is useful. So now let's see how Patanjali, in a few words, but with great skill, describe the way and the how to get to the happiness. Many persons think that happiness is satisfying every desire, hoarding riches, possessing. But it is better to delay the desire that allows you to obtain happiness. In all 10 yamas and niyamas, there is this teaching, but 3 of them, 2 yama and 1 yama, described in an ingenious way this very topic and the path to reach the perfect result: asteya, aparigraha, and santosha. The first asteya suggests refraining from lacking what belongs to the others. And we are not talking only about objects or people, but also about ideas and feelings. Owning things that don't belong to us causes suffering. The second is aparigraha, who advises to be satisfied with what you have. To be satisfied doesn't mean to be inert or lethargic of resigned, but to be aware that, in fact, not everything you want is really necessary. A Sufi sage says, the more you possess, and the more you are possessed. Possession itself causes unhappiness. If you don't possess, you are freer on and you can raise your thinking. As a hot air balloon doesn't rise if you don't throw out the ballast, so the human being who attach to his possession will never know the beauty and the lightness of flying high and rising his spirit. The third is santosha. That is being satisfied with what you have, which means that you have no anxiety to accumulate. And you thanks the life that has given you the necessary. Thank life both for what it has given us and for what it has taken away from us. Frees you from the bond of possession and gives you full happiness. And Santosha is, in a summary, that it takes to get to happiness. Being happy because you have eliminated the desire to possess. It eliminates the reason of suffering. And the change of point of view is important too. Is to leave the schemes that we have built. It is to open your mind. The open mind, not conditioned by any schemes. It is like a white light that contains all colors and illuminates, reviving and improve any other colors. A color light, a unique truth, on the other hand, only knows its color, and the fluttering all thing in a monochrome way. It will not have the possibility of knowing, understanding, and appreciating the beauty of all the other colors. So let us fearlessly face knowledge and let ourselves flow. Nothing bad comes from knowledge. It is better to fear ignorance, presumption, which are supporters of intolerance and discrimination. Knowledge is a great value, not the human being, for the human being, a demerit, and can lead to the establishment of happiness. If you look the happy eyes of the inhabitants of any little village in the world that is located at a safe distance from tourism and advertising and TV, that simulates the desire to own what you cannot afford. And that makes you feel the absence of what never you seen, but that everyone has. So you want it too. You will find the testimony on this pure happiness in that eyes. in pure eyes. Happiness is a state that doesn't depend of external factors. It is a feeling good in your own skin. And Yoga Paripurna make you reach this wonderful state simply and stably. Sorry, my poor English. This state is passed from master to pupil, the gurus. Gu means darkness, and Ru means light. The guru removes the darkness and brings light into the disciple life. In Saint India, the student lived in close contact with the guru and served him with devotion. In this way, they absorbed his knowledge and became a guru, they too. The real guru is someone who doesn't give you addiction, but gives you the means to work on your own legs. The true guru is like a flower that spread out its perfume without being devoid of it. The true guru is like a mother who breastfeeds, and the more the baby sucks, the more her breasts fill with milk. The true guru is like a fire or the sun, which gives its heat to those who need it without getting cold. The true guru is like a moon that illuminated the travelers without losing her light. The true guru is like the source who pours this knowledge to one who is thirsty for knowledge, and that continues to pour until the disciple is able to drink. And the more the disciple is thirsty, and the more the teacher, the guru, has to pour. A magical cycle of energy is formed around the communion of gurus and students that everyone can draw from. And the more it is drawn, the more it is given. The true guru is the one who encourages the student to improve. And as Leonardo da Vinci, a great Italian artist, said, a student must overcome his master to become better than him. Is in this way is the way he honored his guru. So that the transmission, the guru, is not the basic and a teaching worse than the one received. But please remember one thing, that yoga is all, but that all is not yoga. Now I present one little practice my student, Chiara, is called, It's a Surya Namaskara. One of a lot of Surya Namaskara I set. And you can see this is called Garuda. It's, sorry, it's a Sankranti. Yes. I chant one mantra, one stotra about the Guru. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo, Maheshwara, Guru Saksha Parabrahma, Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Dhyannamulang Guru Murti, Pujamulang Guru Padam, Mantramula Guru Vakyam, Mokshamula Guru Kripa, Akandamandalankaram, Vyapta Yena Charam Charam, Tapadanda Sitanyena, Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Manataha Sri Jagannatha, Madguru Sri Jagadguru, Mahatma Sarvabhutatma, Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Jnana Shakti Samarudam, Tattvamala Vibhushitam, Bhukti Mukti Pradattancha, Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Stavaram Jagamam Vyaptam Yakinchit Sancharancharam Tapadanda Sitam Yena, Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Chinnamaya Vyaptam Sarvam Trailokyam Sancharancharam Tapadanda Sitam Yena, Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Chaitanyam Savatam Shantam Vyomatita Niranjanaha Bindunada Kalatitaha Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Chaitanyam Santam Shantam Vyomatita Niranjanaha Bindunada Kalatitaha Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Sarvashruti Shiroratna Samubhasita Murtaye Vedantambuja Suryaya Namaste Mai Sri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Saksha Parabrahma, Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Tajmahe Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thanks to all.
Thank you. Thank you so much on behalf of entire Mokshaitan and Bharat Yoga family. I heartily thank you for such a wonderful session and for enlightening all of our viewers. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you all to all of you. I'm very happy to be here in this moment. So
Thank
I
you.
want to ask you to present my pronouns also,
To
Guruji.
Guruji. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hari
Thank
Om.
you very much. Hari Om.